2020. Win together.
Well, it's a very warm welcome to the Mahinda Rajapaksa International Stadium. It is a gorgeous evening. Ayubowan and a vanakkam to everybody else in Sri Lanka, and a welcome to whatever time zone you're in. And it is going to be an absolutely magnificent game. And let's take a look at what the two teams are. Well, Jaffna Stallions, they're batting first after they were put into bat. Well, very encouraging to see V.S. Kant in that side and many other changes. Jaffna Stallions being a little bit flexible with their team changes because they are right on top. They're in excellent form. Colombo Kings lying at number 3. They've made a few changes too. In fact, they've made 2 changes. So it is going to be a good game. And with the Colombo Kings determined to try and turn tables on the Jaffna Stallion. We've spoken about how big and important this game is going to be. I'd like to hear from Mickey Arthur what he thinks about particularly these changes. V.S. Khan, the young leg spinner. PhD Kaushal.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they go. Spin has been the go of late in this competition. Wanindu Hasarangas, Banura Fernandos, etc. versus the experience of Angela Matthews, Dinesh Chandimal, Isuru Adana, Andre Russell. So it's the young versus the old. I think it's going to be a fantastic contest.
Heard 2 sounds. Matthews is a bit interested, but they're off and running. The Jaffna Stallion. Johnson Charles chancing his arms, and it's gone for 6. Taken at cover. Dushmanta Shamira strikes with a change-up.
Players getting out in their strong areas. That's where he scores most of his runs. This time he doesn't get the placement right. Gone for 7, it's 10 for 1.
Minot Banuka. Oh, Avishka. It's gone all the way.
That's a very good shot. That is beautifully played. That was creamed. Over the top. That is nicely played, and that is a wonderful stroke. That really is a beautiful stroke for 6.
That was in his zone.
There we go. That's got wings, I think, but has it flown far enough? No, it hasn't.
That's the luxury of having a leg spinner in your lineup. But what they can bring for you is wickets. A dangerous batsman has been removed.
Bit of turn. It's a shot that Avishka Fernando plays really well. Avishka Fernando, 26 he's made. Jaffna Stallions are 51 for 2.
There's an outside edge. Fine. Yep. Outfielders on the quick side again, so that's a boundary. Bowled him through the gate. That is terrific. Qais Ahmed has picked up another one.
Trey Malik looked to angle the bat. He was looking to place the ball towards backward point, left a huge gap, and that was more than enough for the bowler to strike. 2 in 2 for the leg spinner.
Gone for 8 off 5 balls. The Jaffna Stallions are 63 for 3.
Dhananjay De Silva is the next man in. That's going to be challenging. Cries of catch it, she'll be out and is out. He's got another one, he's got 3.
He's onto the batsman all the times. He's thinking wickets. He's tempting the batsman with a delivery which was pitched outside the off stump. Asked him to go after it. He tried, but failed.
Banuka goes for 21. There's big trouble here for the Jaffna Stallions.
Tisara Pereira.
He's gone after the bowler. Wow.
Another one gone. The wickets keep falling. Dhananjaya De Silva this time. He can't believe what he's just done.
He's not convinced.
Both umpires will consult. I'm thinking if they go upstairs, they will have to give a decision before.
But it's got to be a top edge for it to have gone that high. He's saying not out. So the soft signal is not out. So that is to aid if there is some doubt.
Delivery looks good. From a legal point of view, that foot way behind.
Yeah. Bounced, and then the contact with the bat. Ball went into the air, straight to the fieldsman, who completed that catch. And I'm afraid there'll be a bad news for the batsman, who has already started to walk back. He's out.
They're doing quite well with the ball. Dhananjaya De Silva goes for 2. 74 for 5.
Hammered. Wow, Thisara Pereira. What a player. Quick. That's the way to do it. You want to bowl a short ball, bowl it at his throat, at the back shoulder of the batsman. Nowhere to go.
Forces this one, forces this one. Didn't have the power. The persistent has paid off for Chimera.
The speedster produced a fantastic short delivery. Thisara Pereira slightly out of zinc on that one. Mid-off also in the circle, so he was trying to go offside. Pereira's gone for 18. Jaffna Stallions in trouble, big trouble. 86 for 6.
Chaturanga De Silva. Brothers at the crease.
Edged.
Pace again. Andrew Russell is very deceptive. He's not off his long run. So as a batsman, you've got to be mindful of the power he's got in his shoulders.
Very clever indeed. Very clever, Andre Russell, but well directed. Chaturanga De Silva had nowhere to go. He was late. Always gives you the impression he's got a couple of gears with him. Ambles in. Wickets continue to fall. Chaturanga De Silva doesn't bother the scorers. It's 7 wickets down for the Jaffna Stallions. Just 87 runs on the board.
It's an outside edge. It's going to run away for a boundary. They need that. Outside edge. On the bounce and 4. Scooted away for a boundary first ball. Down the track. Has he gone all the way? Yes, he has. That's a beauty. That is what they needed. That's a big boundary. Is that out? It is out. Very well taken by Evans.
The catching has been brilliant, I must say. Had to run around and to his right. On the line that time, Evans. Had a great presence of mind as he held on to it. Such catches are never easy, but he made it look easy. So Bruno Fernando goes. He's out for 11. 114 for 8.
Ease that around, pass fine leg, and that's 4. That's clever. That's nicely played. Down the ground straight. Now they're both wide, and that's 4. That connection's outstanding. Again, he moves around, slices that for another boundary. That's 3 in a row. He's found another gap, 4 in a row. That's another mile 11 circle champion shot. I think that might be the 4th actually of the over. It's a no ball too. That's gone for 4. High on the bat. Oh, it's over the top. Over the top of Laurie Evans. That's gone for 4. Bowled him. Through his legs, hit that leg stump, lit up the stumps, and Matthews has struck. That is an important wicket as far as the Colombo Kings are concerned.
I think he's given the Jaffna Stallions something to bowl at. Matthews did the right thing. He was moving across the crease, so he went for that leg stump Yorker. Well, what an entertaining knock. 41 of 23, 142 for 9.
Into his foot. It's going to finish up a single, so it's all singles to finish the over. It's taken him to 148. 148 off 20 overs. I think that's okay. At one stage, they didn't look like they were going to get there. Hasaranga certainly gave things a nice little spurt. The end result is a really interesting total. This track is not going to be used to bat on. They'll be happy that Russell's in action again.
Hasaranga was brilliant, 41 of 23. He really made sure that the Stallions got close to that 150. None of the other batsmen really blossomed against some good bowling by the Colombo Kings.
Now we have a look at the bowling card. Matthews right at the top 3 overs. Dot balls are important. Dozen dot balls for Matthews. 1 wicket and just conceding the 9 runs, so that's really good. Let's just go down the bottom there to Case Ahmed. 3 overs, 7 dot balls, 3 for 24. Straight in the game, actually picked up 3 quick ones, and that turned the tables dramatically for the Colombo Kings. 2 for 27 for Tamir. He bowled quite quickly as well. Madana, for once, got a little bit of tap, so that'll be disappointing for him. But there's no doubt that Case Ahmed was the star of the ball. That's what the Colombo Kings need. 149 they need to win this one. It's a really important game as far as the further down the road goes in this tournament. They've got 20 overs to go. The weather's really good. Conditions are outstanding. And the target is just at 7.5 runs per over.
Now it will be the run chase. Colombo Kings searching for 2 points. And they will be quite pleased with the first half of the innings and what they've accomplished with the ball. We saw discipline, we saw aggression.
Slower delivery, he's picked it up nicely.
Use of the feet again. Excellent stuff from Laurie Evans. And again, this time it flies over the boundary, goes for 6.
Got him! Under pressure.
Incredibly well bowled. That was the googly. That was the googly. Not read at all by Laurie Evans through his defences. A great comeback there from Wanindu Hasaranga de Silva. 14 off 10. Colombo Kings 28 for 1.
Picks this one up nicely. That had pace on it. And you could see the aggression.
Hammers that Chandimal. 4 more, 1 bounce. My 11th circle champion shot.
And that was, oh, they're asking the question. That's given. That's another wrong one.
There was a bit of a logjam, if you like, between ball, pad and bat. Bat on foot, I think, was the bottom line. Really bowled by Hasaranga again. Finger went up very smartly indeed. That's his 2nd wicket. He is a class act. He really is. Drummond now. He's on his way, 48 for 2.
In the air, into the gap. Should be a boundary.
Good connection that time. Just the 1 bounce, and that scoots away for a boundary. A couple of short balls now.
1 1.
Nicely worked away on the onside, Chandimal.
And the runs continue to flow.
Down the ground, Angelo Matthews gets a 6. This is high. This is high. And oh, well done. Very well done indeed. Shoaib Malik was outstanding. Just look at how he juggles and finally holds on to it.
I tell you what, he turned a tough situation into an easy one in the end. He bobbled it, tapped it back, and it was just the right height for him to get onto the field to complete the catch.
So the Stallions needed this wicket, Jaffna Stallions that is, and Angelo Matthews goes for 22 off 24. 88 for 3.
Andrew Russell.
It's 50 for Chandamal. Just past point. Oh, it's a good effort, but just can't stop it.
Slam that away, flat. My goodness gracious me, what about that power?
That was brutal.
Like that. Strength, heavy bat, under the ball, 6 more runs. And that length gets hammered on the leg side for 4. And that's a good old-fashioned bowler killer, that one. It screamed away for a boundary. End result is 23 runs from the over, 123 for 3.
That's it. That's it. That was with so effortless, Andre Russell.
Again, in the air. Is he going to be taken? That's a big wicket. That's a big wicket, always. Whenever you get rid of Andre Russell, you can celebrate, you can breathe.
Right at the toe end of the bat, basically. Head up miles in the air. The important thing here was he got underneath it perfectly. Had to make a slight little adjustment at the end. He was jogging off, actually, on that. Russell goes for 32 in no time. 130 for 4. Oh, it's a thin edge. Didn't mean to go there, but he'll bank it. There's the smile as well.
In the air, over point. Should be 3.
Outstanding commitment. Really good fielding. That's going to be it, I think. That's a boundary. That finishes the game. Really good stuff from the Colombo Kings. That is a big victory. Even though there's been a couple of changes, a couple of boys on the sidelines for the Jaffna Stallions, that doesn't matter as far as the Kings are concerned. They'll be really pleased with that. As we look back at the match summary, the Jaffna Stallions in the end getting to 149. Hasaranga played really nicely for that 41. Case Ahmed, 3 for 24, picked up 3 really quick ones when he first got introduced into the attack. Chimera ball quickly. There's 4 overs, 2 for 27. Visca Fernando, 26, is always contributing. Not a big score this time, but 148, just under the 150 mark, and Colombo Kings weren't really stretched that much with the performance from Chandamal, who steered the ship. He simply did that. And of course, at the end, it was the big Andre Russell, the Andre the Giant, who quick-fired little 22 off that one over in particular. Really contributed to the performance of the Kings to get him up by 6 wickets. You can see that the Jaffna Stallions have now played 5. They've won 4. They've now lost their first game. The net run rate is good. Their points are 8. The Colombo Kings have jumped from 3 to number 2. So played 4, won 3, lost 1, and they've got 6 points. So the Viking side with 6 points. The Candy Tuskers, who are in action tomorrow, have got 2. And the Gaul Gladiators also in action tomorrow. And we've got fingers crossed for them to get a good game together. Haven't got any points at this stage.